Oklahoma City Convention Center. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm not finding anything interesting today. Sometimes it hits, you get a bunch of, great stories from people, sometimes not so much. All right, let's see. Terry Horton, 1 star. Big warning, do not go to Brickfest, OKC. It's a scam and joke. Only one stand sells Legos and they are double price. Double priced. Hardly nothing to look at like usual. A complete ripoff. Okay. So I don't think you can blame the venue for that as much as the festival or whatever, the event. Greg, 1 star. This place is like an absolute prison. The security here is an absolute joke. All right, Greg, let's go. Only the supervisor can allow the gate open or shut and went to lunch. So for the next hour, hour and a half, nobody's allowed in or out. So I unloaded, went and parked. Now I find out they won't let anybody in that's not in a vehicle through the gate. One has to wonder how long before the company gets tired of dealing with this place and moves to a different site altogether. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a miss. Scott Jones, 1 star. By far the worst venue I have ever worked with, and we have worked with a few. All right, so this is an interesting perspective. It's actually the guy who books the event, by the sounds of it. They nickel and dime everything to ensure they are the only ones making money. The security who we are paying for is rude to start. While we are unloading at the venue in the bay, we paid to rent for 2 days. She keeps yelling at us to hurry up and move. They charged for chairs if your event needs chairs. Not some they really not something they really bring up until you agree to rent the place. Man, that is such a nickel and dime move. That's like I remember an ex of mine buying or like leasing a new car. It was like a Toyota. It was a nice new Toyota Prius. And uh so she got it, we're driving it home. And they're like, we don't give like floor mats with it. So you have to go and pay an extra $200-300 for floor mats. So it's just like empty, where you're putting your feet. Every car on earth has floor mats. What's the point of charging extra for floor mats? So that sucks. If you get an event, you should get some chairs. We told them upon initial visit we had to have dedicated Wi-Fi because this will be streamed nationwide. They didn't set it up, waited till the day before, and told me that would be $3K. No other venue has charged us for that. On top of that, their Wi-Fi was by far the worst dedicated Wi-Fi we've ever used. That sucks. I mean, that could ruin your whole event. Wi-Fi is such a fundamental thing now. It almost feels like a low-key human right. It's like if you go somewhere without Wi-Fi, you're completely cooked. Especially anything you have to travel for. It's like whenever I used to. Now you can find Wi-Fi pretty easily, but in like the 2010s, if you're traveling and you can't find Wi-Fi, you really just want to track down a McDonald's. Like a McDonald's would just be a hub for centering yourself, where you could sit. There's like easy public Wi-Fi. You can use the bathroom, get something to eat, because then you might head out again. You might not have Wi-Fi for the rest of the day. We had to dumb down the production just to try to get it to stop lagging and kicking us out. Electricity. You need electricity. They have it available for you. 2 to 10K will get you a few additional drops of electricity. That will, of course, overload and trip during the show and have to reset. They won't tell you until the show that your non-flammable cold sparks are not allowed. What are cold sparks? Unless, of course, you pay for a permit, which once again has never been an issue anywhere. Their third-party vendors that you are required to use are difficult to deal with. From Encore, who tell you everything you want to hear until you pay them then they treat you like dirt. Or their food supplier and distributor who tried to charge me $5 per bottle of water to put in the locker rooms for my fighters. Oh, so this guy set up a fight here. That's pretty cool. They were reasonable, however, and told me I could pay them $150 and bring my own bottle of water for fighters and workers. Very nice of them. You have a customer at a VIP table who likes a pitcher of water to go with the meal you're providing them. No worries, just a mere $65 added to your bill by this third-party vendor. I can go on and will via other outlets, but this place and the city that owns this place does not care about you. They just want big events from other states and of course want your money to pay for it. That's rough. Oh, and I think now we can get it from the customer experience. So that seems like that was the vendor who put on this fight. And now there's another review that's 1 star, I think from a customer. Came for wrestling tournament from Kansas. A slice of pizza is $7 inside the venue. A 12-ounce can of soda is $5. We were there from Friday through Sunday morning because the Thunder was playing Sunday afternoon. All $10 public parking garages were closed to all except who had Thunder passes. I got to pay $30 to park 2 city blocks away. Thankfully, I'm able-bodied and not disabled in any way. This is a city-run racket. Congratulations, OKC, for rewarding the rich, being inhospitable to visitors, making sure to fleece them while they're there. That's why I love hearing about these new venues and like sports clubs that are bringing in like the $2 hot dogs. I mean, it's outrageous when you go get some nachos and a beer. I mean, that's easily $28, $30. Just wild. It's just wild how much money they must make from that. It's wild how much money they must make from that. Jim, 1 star. I came from Tulsa to attend the Zahi Hawass presentation on May 27th, 2025. The Oklahoma Convention Center moved it from Hall A to Hall C because of increased attendance. The audio was totally unacceptable, could only understand 10% of the spoken words. Wasted day and $200 for tickets. The center failed to provide the absolutely needed audio service. Oh, what's this about? Stephanie, 1 star. Beautiful, but no vending machines. We left our training room to go upstairs for lunch, only to come back, and our bright colored cups that were gifted to us were gone from our tables. Nothing else, just the cups. We started asking people moving about the center if they saw anything or knew who took them and why. We started class again, and I watched a young lady bring them back into the back of the room, then rush away pushing a trash receptacle on wheels. She is an employee. On the way in, we found a bat sleeping by the porch pillar. Fun. That's a bat? Is this inside or outside? I didn't know that's what a bat would look like. It's like furry. It's like a flying gerbil. Oh, man. Oh, I don't even know if I can read this. HC, 1 star. An older black female dressed as a convention staff member at the RV show on Saturday night was assigned to sitting behind the information booth on the east wall. She was extremely obnoxious, rude, yelling. She would not listen to me, repeatedly interrupting nor answering my simple questions in front of a witness. I remained calm the whole time. As a result, she gave us entirely erroneous opposite directions, where we had to walk almost a quarter-mile on foot further than necessary to reach our car. I suffer from congestive heart failure, and I am on the Baptist Hospital's active heart transplant recipient donor list and ended up sick afterwards. to the point where I have considered taking legal action against the city of OKC. You need to investigate this incident, as I observe that you do have video evidence of it in your surveillance system. Fire her from your organization. I possess 2 MBA degrees from a private university. It was a very embarrassing scenario to be yelled at by an obviously undereducated, untrained individual. Until then, I will tell everyone I meet who will listen about how terrible your facility is because of her. I'm on the verge of contacting media directly about her erratic behavior as well. That person's pissed. Brenton, 1 star. I came here for graduation and was served a moldy muffin. Mold's a tough one. Mold is just grows on food so fast. Yeah, it seems like they gotta tighten this place up a little bit. Alright, maybe one more thing. Let's stay in Oklahoma. What's going on in Fairview? Best Western Pizza Hut. Insurance agency. Seems like a sleepy town. Swing Park. Penny, 1 star. Fairly undeveloped community park with a swing set, a picnic table, and a trash can. However, the park is well maintained by the city of Fairview. It's good for a morning walk around the block, especially when included with nearby Evans Park. Okay, I think that might have been an accident. Okay, one more thing. Let's see. Something random. Bodie, 1 star for Legacy Golf Course. Showed up an hour after they were supposed to be open to golf, and the doors were still locked with no workers in sight. Ran into some people golfing, and they said the only way to get to play, they got to play, was because the greenskeeper let them. Definitely a letdown. All right.